Thanks, guys. Gymnastics did super well this weekend.
That's completely right.
This weekend we saw several Hawkeye teams on action on the national stage, but one Hawkeye team was taking control in the Big Ten.
That's right. The Iowa men's gymnastics teams clinched a share of the Big Ten regular season championship this weekend in Minneapolis.
This is the first time in conference history that the Big Ten has crowned a regular season champion, and it's Iowa's first Big Ten title since 1998.
Iowa will host the Big Ten championships in Iowa City April 5th and 6th.
But yesterday, Iowa hosted 31 NFL scouts for Pro Day.
That's right, Kim. Several Hawkeye players showed off their skills in hopes of hearing their name called at the NFL draft, which is less than a month away.
It's been a long time coming, 10 weeks of prep for this, kind of recycling through the same training stuff. Towards the end, it got a little dull and boring, but we knew it was for a purpose, and, we just tried to come out and have fun today, and I had a good time. Really tired at the end, but, it was worth it, and I guess good way to go out.
It's awesome. I mean, you get to see guys, PR, do different things. You get to see those guys that have been working so hard, these last couple months, just do their thing, do as well as they can, and then make the times. I mean, that's so cool to see.
You got to find the joy in it. I mean, you got to think there's a lot of guys that aren't even in this position that would love to be in my spot. So, I mean, I'm having fun with it. I mean, I have nothing to complain about.
It's the job I signed up for, and it's my dream to play in the NFL. So, I'm definitely willing to sacrifice a little bit of time so I can meet with these teams, and that's very important.
Keegan and I were kind of talking about in the locker room. It's kind of a little relief. It's a stress relief. It's been, it's been keeping me up at night and stuff like that, just worrying about everything. Just thinking about what I need to do in certain drills and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little relief, but I mean it's not done. So we got to keep pushing.
We'll hear from head coach Kirk Ferentz this afternoon for more on how the football team is shaping up this offseason.
Unfortunately, Iowa basketball is now officially in their offseason after losing in the NCAA tournament this weekend.
And with that comes the loss of one of the most unique players in Iowa basketball history. DITV sports director Lucy Rodine has more on the legacy of Nicholas Baer.
I told him, I said, I've been doing this over 30 years. I've never had anybody like you.
Those were Fran McCaffrey's words to senior Nicholas Baer following Iowa's overtime loss to Tennessee in the NCAA tournament and Baer's last game as a Hawkeye.
And I'm going to miss him. 5 years of he's always there. He's rock solid a person. At the same time, he's a great player.
But to Luka Garza, Baer has been a leader, a teammate, and so much more.
I love Nicholas Baer, man. He's one of my, favorite teammates of all time, and that's how you should play basketball. And he was one of those guys, that led us to this point. He pushes all of us every day. He exemplifies, a leader, a hard worker, man. Just love him, man.
The emotions after the game and Iowa's 25-point comeback was all for the beloved senior.
Honestly, we're just giving our all, especially for Nicholas Baer, because this was his last go-around, and we're really going to miss him.
And although Baer's time in the black and gold may be over, his impact will be felt for a very long time.
So we're going to miss him in the locker room. We're going to miss him as a teammate, as a friend. We're also going to miss his play on the floor, and he certainly made an impact on the history of Hawkeye basketball.
Baer says that once he hangs up the jersey, he'll watch this team from afar and knows they'll do great things. Reporting from Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, Lucy Rodine, DITV Sports.
Well, to be completely honest with you, Kim, I did need a nice big Baer hug after seeing Nicholas play his last game.
I've been seeing so many of the players' tweets just giving their gratefulness for Nicholas Baer and his whole season.
So much love.
But then also on Twitter, we've got some other news to cheer you up, Natalie.
Really?
The women's Iowa gymnastics team heard their name called in the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Selection Show.
Yeah, that's right. And also we heard they got some love on Twitter, like you said, from Olympic gymnast Simone Biles.
Simone Biles gave the Glitterhawks a shout out on Twitter for their leotards they wore at the Big Tens.
Well, maybe since she likes the leotards, we can convince her to compete with Iowa at the NCAAs.
I don't think it works that way.
Well, hey, it was worth a shot, but that'll do it from us in the sports studio today.
Come back tomorrow to hear what head coach Kirk Ferentz says and to see how Iowa baseball does in their game against Bradley.
Mackenzie and John, back to you at the desk.